never start a feud with someone if you're not ready for what comes next. Because right now, social media is convinced that a new battle could be brewing in the music industry. And somehow, it involves three of the biggest names in entertainment: Nicki Minaj, Jay-Z, and Beyonce. What started as a few comments, a few lyrics, and a wave of online reactions has now turned into something much bigger. Fans are digging up old interviews, old tweets are resurfacing, rumors are spreading across social media faster than anyone can keep up with. And according to some fans, this situation could end with secrets being exposed. But here's the thing: nobody really knows what's going to happen next. And that's exactly why everyone is paying attention. For years, Nicki Minaj has never been the type to stay silent when she feels attacked. It doesn't matter whether the criticism comes from another artist, a media personality, or even an entire company. If Nicki feels like she's being targeted, she usually responds. Sometimes immediately, sometimes weeks later. But she responds. And that's what has people watching this situation so closely. Because after recent comments that many fans interpreted as shots aimed at Nicki and her family, social media immediately started asking the same question. Will Nicki fire back? And if she does, who will she target? The conversation quickly moved beyond music. Suddenly, people were discussing old industry stories, past business disagreements, and years of speculation involving some of the biggest names in entertainment.
What makes this story so interesting is that it isn't just about one moment. It's about years of tension, rumors, and fan theories that have never completely disappeared. And now those old conversations are finding new life. The first thing to understand is that Nicki Minaj has spent years feeling like certain people in the industry don't support her. Whether people agree with her or not, she has publicly spoken many times about feeling overlooked, targeted, or treated unfairly. She has questioned industry decisions. She has questioned media coverage. She has questioned award shows. And she has even questioned powerful companies connected to the music business. As a result, Nicki has built a reputation for speaking her mind, even when it creates controversy. Her fans love her for it. Her critics often accuse her of creating drama. But one thing nobody can deny is this: when Nicki talks, people listen. Transition. But the names connected to this story made it even bigger.
Jay-Z and Beyonce are not just artists. They are viewed by many people as music industry royalty. They've spent decades building careers that changed the culture. They've built businesses, they've broken records. They've created an image of power and success that very few people have ever reached. Because of that, any rumor involving them instantly becomes a major story, especially when social media starts connecting different pieces together. Over the last few years, there have been endless rumors about Jay-Z and Beyonce's marriage. Some stories focused on old cheating rumors that were already discussed publicly years ago. Others claimed the couple was secretly living separate lives. Some claimed they were having problems behind closed doors. Others claimed everything was completely fine. The truth is that nobody outside their personal circle really knows. But that hasn't stopped the internet from creating theories. And that's where things started getting complicated. Because social media often treats speculation like fact. A single rumor can spread across thousands of accounts in just a few hours. Then people repeat it. Then more people repeat it. And before long, many people forget where the story even started. That pattern has happened over and over again in celebrity culture. And it's happening again right now. As discussions about Nicki, Jay-Z, and Beyonce continue growing online, fans have started revisiting old interviews and old stories. Some people believe Nicki has information that could embarrass powerful figures. Others think that's just fan speculation. Some believe she is preparing a major response. Others think she might stay completely silent. Nobody really knows. But uncertainty creates curiosity, and curiosity keeps people talking. Transition. But Nicki's history is what makes fans believe something could happen.
Throughout her career, she has shown that she isn't afraid of conflict. Whether it involved fellow rappers, radio hosts, executives, or online critics, she has repeatedly shown that she will defend herself when she feels necessary. That's one reason her fan base remains so loyal. Many supporters believe she says what others are afraid to say. Meanwhile, critics argue that she sometimes escalates situations unnecessarily. Regardless of where people stand, her ability to dominate conversations is undeniable. And that ability is exactly why fans think this story may not be over yet. Transition. Meanwhile, another major figure remains at the center of all this.
Beyonce remains one of the biggest mysteries in the entire conversation. Unlike many celebrities, she rarely responds to rumors. She rarely addresses speculation. She rarely explains herself. Instead, she usually lets her work speak for itself. That strategy has worked for years. But it also creates a strange effect. The less she says, the more people speculate. The less information people have, the more theories they create. And because Beyonce is one of the most famous women in the world, those theories spread quickly. That's why her name keeps appearing in conversations she never directly joined. People project stories onto silence, and silence can sometimes become louder than words. Transition. But the biggest question remains unanswered. What happens next? Will Nicki respond directly? Will she post online? Will she address anything through music? Or will she ignore the entire situation? Each possibility creates a completely different outcome. And that's what keeps viewers glued to every update. Because uncertainty is powerful. When people don't know what's coming,